I guess there really is a new Sonic game coming out because we've already got fake leaks. Man, I'm really getting back into this Sonic thing again. Here we go. Hey guys, it's Leo Kojem, and welcome to another video. Today, we are going to be going unscripted, just having fun, talking about things, and talking about these fake Reddit leaks for Sonic Rangers. It's that time again. We are here. Did I ever cover fake leaks back in the Forces days? I know I wanted to roast Tails being infinite a lot, but man, here we are. We're just gonna go through and talk about why this leak that was posted here on Reddit is utterly and completely fake. Now, this leak was brought to my attention in the Sonic Chaos Adventure server, or at least the project server and not the fan one, and we were just talking about it and just kind of making fun of how ridiculous this is, because there's no way that this is real, because, well, we're gonna get into that. But yeah, this leak was posted originally by the user xnop89 on Reddit, and it came to my attention because of the Twitter post from the user Andre Televise, who will be in the link in the description below. But yeah, what I'm basically going to do with this video is I'm going to go through each and every line of this leak, analyze it, make some jokes, have some fun, and that sort of thing. So without further ado, let's just begin. Clearing some things up about Sonic Rangers. There's been many leaks about the upcoming Sonic Rangers floating around. I playtested the game late last year, and I'm here to clarify a few things. Alright, so right off the bat, note that they playtested the game late last year, which means they were likely in the same, at least this person is claiming that they were likely in the same group of people who playtested the game late last year as well, because that's where the rest of the leaks come from. Now that's the biggest and main important part about these fake leaks. So let's continue going down. Open world game set on an island inhabited by many creatures and varied wildlife. Okay, the island was pretty barren, but okay, we had those rock things that were talked about, and that was about it. Developed by new staff over at Sonic Team, utilizing the Hedgehog engine too. Reasonable enough, I can believe that, sure. Sonic's in-game design has been tweaked from the past games. He's shorter and his quills have been made bigger, also with a darker shade of blue. There's also a movie Sonic skin that is unlocked once you beat the game. Okay, let's cover the first half of this first. So, you have the supposed redesign for Sonic. From what he looks like in the actual trailers for, well, the one trailer we've seen for Rangers, he looks roughly the same. However, we saw very little of him himself, so maybe, but even then, I doubt it. He looks the same as he really always has been, so I don't know. I don't know, but shorter makes me worried because it sounds like classic Sonic, but then longer quills makes it sound like modern Sonic, so I guess we're going in this weird in-between again. Adventure Sonic. It's adventure. It's an adventure. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh god, no. But it's ridiculous. As for the movie Sonic skin, now I could believe that there is a movie Sonic skin in this game. However, and I already brought this up before, but however, you said that you playtested this game late last year, which means you're part of the same batch of testers that were in this game, like the same batch of testers that were doing their thing for Sonic Rangers and all of that, the same people that have leaked stuff. So you're telling me, okay, you talked about how you did the final the other leaks point out that they have done what is supposedly the final boss, right? So you're telling me that in your playtest, you were able to complete the final, in your playtest, in your up to 40-minute playtests, because people talked about how they did 20 minutes each 20 minutes of the 20 minutes of the open world and 20 minutes of this final boss. So you are telling me that you, in your playtesting, were able to unlock post-game content, which you were able to use? Like, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Like, no. Just no. It's ridiculous. Okay, here we go. First game in a while where Eggman isn't the villain. So is he just not there? What is he doing? How do you know that Eggman isn't around at all? Man, I'm having way too much fun with this, but this is fun. This is very, very fun. Okay. The plot revolves around a ghost girl getting her natural habitat threatened by cyberspace creatures, and Sonic has to help her. Chatting with NPCs makes a return. Okay. This is another one where you played this supposedly 40-minute demo, because you said you are a playtester. You played this 40-minute playtest beta demo for the game, and you're telling me that, okay, that not only were you able to unlock post-game content, but you also got to play a version of the game that none of the other playtesters did, that had a story mode that was able to let you know what was going on. Like, no, did you see cutscenes? Is that what you're telling me? Did you read a script? Because that's not really what playtesters do. You test the game, and that's about it. Like, they have different, well, okay, maybe they don't, I don't know. I don't entirely know how this works, but oh shoot, I should mute my Discord. You're telling me that you were able to get story content. Granted, the story that you mentioned doesn't sound half bad. I'd be into that. Granted, I have my own theories about the story, which, again, a Lyoko Gem video coming to you soon, if I haven't already released that one. But I think I'm going to work on this one first. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens. But, like, no, I do not believe you have this information. But let's continue. Game takes major inspiration from Green Hill Paradise and Sonic Utopia, with its emphasis on momentum physics, rolling, and exploration. This was likely reactionary to the reception of Sonic Forces being too linear. Light combat elements are also present, with a skill tree and melee moves, with one of them being the spin cycle, teased in the trailer. Honestly, this is believable enough. Sega has taken some level of inspiration from fan products before, and considering that they're doing an open world Sonic game, and that is something they've never done before, which, well, we all have our concerns about that. They have every right to, look at what has worked before within the community, since this is something that they themselves haven't done before, so that in and of itself makes sense. I would believe that. This whole leak is still fake, but I would believe that. Like, it's a reasonable thing to say about the development of Sonic Rangers if it truly is an open world game, which it is, because I believe the other leaks. I don't believe this one, especially because it was posted after all the big leaks had come out and had been, gaining their traction. So it was just like, okay, yeah, sure, man, I believe it, because you're totally not riding off the coattails of everybody else. Of course not, no. Well, let's see, where else are we? Okay. The open world was quite big in order to accommodate for Sonic's speed. That makes sense. Does Sega have the budget and resources in Sonic Team to do that? Who knows, but hey, that makes sense, The main missions grant you orbs that allow you to enter cyberspace, where the boost makes a comeback. Cyberspace is this weird purple dimension where everything is distorted. Quick step and slide return, but no rail grinding from what I saw. Things are subject to change though. Okay. Let's talk about that. Okay, first of all, that sounds like null space, which again, theory coming from me soon. I'm self-advertising. I'm loving it. Or maybe the theory's already out, who knows. But In regards to this, yeah, that sounds like null space, and that would make sense because everybody and their brother has their theories about something involving the Phantom Ruby because of the pink little bits left in Sonic's trail when he boosts. And this lines up with the theories of cyberspace and how, not the theories, but the other leaks, how cyberspace was a thing and the boost returns and that sort of thing. And like, that makes sense. However, they also mentioned that there's no rail grinding. And it's possible that in those levels of cyberspace, sure, there were no rail grinding. But the thing of it is, one of the other leaks, and people have been talking about this, but one of the other leaks specifically mentions that rail grinding was a thing within this demo, at least on the big Ubisoft towers that they were talking about. So yeah, the fact that this is saying, oh yeah, there's no rail grinding, no, I absolutely do not believe that. Beat cyberspace missions and get a Chaos Emerald. First 3D game in the series to feature emerald hunting since Sonic Heroes, 2003. Okay, well, I mean, the emeralds have been in other games, but I guess emeralds being just straight up an external thing and, like, hunting them, I guess, yeah, that would be right. Sonic Heroes? Sonic Heroes, yeah, for 3D games, yeah. But, I guess I'd rather that the emeralds themselves be part of the story rather than, you gotta go and hunt the emeralds, oh boy, let's go, because it's like, this seems like a big thing with a sort of story-driven thing. They're already being cryptic, and it looks like it's a more serious game than that of the past, and in a different way than Sonic Forces was. Actually, that might be an interesting talk about how these two games are different types of seriousness. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Would you guys like to see that? But I'm getting off topic. In general, like, this doesn't, I don't know. I'd rather they just be part of the story rather than being something outside of it. But that's just personal preference. To enter cyberspace, you need to gain enough speed in the open world by rolling down slopes, akin to the past and present mechanic from Sonic CD. Boost looks the same way as it did in the recent teaser. Okay. So, the gaining speed thing to get portals into null space, cyberspace, is... I like the idea, but I guess... doesn't that go against the leaks? The other leaks said that, like, the whole cyberspace thing was going to be, like, bosses open portals or something like that, or at least that's the impression that I got. So, I don't know about this. It makes sense. I mean, it lines up with the teaser of Sonic eventually gaining more speed, and then, look, there he goes into cyberspace, but it's still very weird. Let's see. Throughout the game, Sonic meets various tribes and creatures. Let's stop there. So first of all, again, you got this super special edition version of the game, beta, that none of the other testers did, where you had creatures and townships and everything going on. Okay, yeah, sure, fine. Okay, that's fine. But again, the other leak said that this beta was a very unpopulated build of the game. And so I'm sorry that I do not believe that you had a habitated version, because again, what you're saying does not line up with you tested at the tail end of it last year. Even if for whatever reason you did a beta and that was different than the other ones, it still couldn't have been that far off, because the earliest one was from August. It could not have been that much of a difference. Like, I don't believe that, I'm sorry. But now, the rest of this part, and I really want to touch on this, with one of them being a clan of echidnas. This also raises the possibility of Knuckles making an appearance, but we'll see. The Angel Island, is nowhere to be seen, though. Okay, first, let's take the possibility that, hey, maybe this is real. Maybe we're actually getting in Echidna village within the game. Wow, that's so cool. We're finally diving into the lore of Sonic. Maybe Knuckles isn't the last of his kind. Maybe we're time traveling. Maybe we're in another dimension. This is so cool. What is this island? What is going on here? There are so many questions that are going through my mind. The possibility of an Echidna village. Like, that's so cool and could raise so many interesting things for the lore and the story of this game. For the general franchise in and of itself. However, we all know why Sega is not putting Echidna in this game. His name is... Well, I'm not gonna say it. I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared. So, oh man, this video is a train wreck. But, we know why Sega is not putting Echidna in this game. Or any game in the future. Like Sega, I'm scared of this person. Not really. But, no, if I talk about Echidna in the video, he's gonna sue me. Oh no. But, like, that whole situation pretty much rocks the entire franchise and is the reason we don't do a lot of the things in this franchise that we used to do, such as exploring Echidna, Knuckles, Angel Island, that sort of thing. And people will bring up, oh, but what about the Sonic movie? And the thing of the Sonic movie is that is largely a Paramount production. The ownership of the Sonic movie is very weird in where, Sega, from what I understand, completely gave away creative rights to Paramount in regards to a Sonic film. Like a Sonic film specifically, not, of course, the entire franchise. Paramount can't just wake up this one day and decide, you know what, I'm going to make a Sonic game without Sega's permission or Sega's this or that. But, like, the Sonic film has it where it can do whatever it wants. At least this is from what I recall. And because of that is the same reason we ended up with, for example, the rat creature that was that almost made it into the movie. And yes, the rat creature was real and was not an advertising stunt. They made merchandise of that. This was what they were going with. Sega did not like that design, and they expressed that they did not like that design. But because of the creative rights for the film being largely, if not completely, in Paramount's ballpark, there was nothing that could be done about that. And, well, thankfully, we live in the timeline where things didn't happen, and we got a redesign, that beautiful redesign, but otherwise, yeah, So the point is like, in regards to that person who shall not be named, you all know who he is. You know the lovely man that I'm talking about. Yeah, if he wanted, he could sue Paramount. He's not gonna do that because Paramount most certainly has far more competent lawyers and is a far bigger fish than that of Sega. So he knows. Granted, he has made his comments about the movie, but yeah, we're not getting a whole tribe of Echidna in a Sonic game. Do not make me laugh, leaker. Come on. I know you're trying to do things that people want, but if you're making a fake leak, at least be a little realistic. Let's see, where are we? The art direction takes huge inspiration from Breath of the Wild, and the cartoony art style from previous games has been dropped entirely. The overworld you run through resembles something like the Mystic Ruins with waterfalls, foliage, and swamps. I don't like that at all. I do not like that. Okay, the good thing about this at the very least is it expresses that there are at least some form of different environments going on in this, and like, that's great. It's not just that sparsely wooded forest. Granted, this leak is fake as heck, but it's not just the forest. They're at least doing different things, but the issue with this is like, yeah, you could argue that Sonic is in a strange new world or whatever, but like, or that maybe he's in the human world this time, but like, even the human world of Sonic is still stylized in such a way that you can say, yeah, this is a Sonic game. Like, there's a reason that people don't like, for example, the way 06 looks from a world design standpoint and much prefer Unleashed. While, yeah, Unleashed is just Earth, it has its stylization that makes it feel distinctly Sonic. And from what I've seen of the trailer, of the teaser, and from what I see of Breath of the Wild, that's not exactly a look I want for Sonic. I don't like that. But, yeah. The Switch version has been outsourced to another developer. But I wasn't... Okay, I'll get into why I laughed at that in a sec, but... The Switch version has been outsourced to another developer, but I wasn't given further details on who it was. A port of Sonic Colors is being done by Blind Squirrel Entertainment, so I suppose they are the ones doing it for Rangers as well, but I could be wrong. Okay, let's talk about that. You're a playtester. You are not going to know that there's another version, for one. Two, who is making that other version. That is not information that you're going to be privy to. Why did they sit you down in comparison to the other playtesters and tell you all this information?
So yeah, you are not privy to that information in comparison to everybody else. Please do not make me laugh. Come on. But let's continue going down the list. What else do we have? The PC version will likely be an Epic Games Store time exclusive. Same as the last point, you would not know this as a playtester, honestly. And finally, game was initially, they spelled initially wrong, but anyway, game was initially slated for a November 2021 release date, but was pushed back to 2022 due to COVID affecting their release schedule. That I can believe, but again, you're not privy to this information. Many of the things here are all subject to change, so take everything with a grain of salt. Oh yeah, I take everything with a grain of salt because this isn't real. And guys, we shouldn't believe leaks like this. Like, the other leaks were different because there were a lot of things far too coincidental for that to be like, no, this has to be real. And I believe those leaks, especially because they came out before the fact, months before the fact, not people who are sitting here after the hype typing things up and being all like, oh yes, here is the Sonic leak, everything that you need to know about Sonic Rangers that I totally playtested a long time ago. It's just like, no, come on people, no. I'm glad that the community isn't taking this seriously and that nobody really believes this. Well, there are a few people out there, but guys, for the few of you who do believe this, guys know how to spot a fake leak, you know? Like, it's just that simple, because this person is either one of two things. They are either a lying liar, or they're Takashi Iizuka himself. Because that is one of a few people that would actually have all this information. The only other people I could think of are like, I mean, on the straight up, both from a development standpoint, knowing all of these things, and a company standpoint of, yes, it's going to Epic Games, it's going to this, it's going to that. You're either a project developer, now you're a project leader, like you're one of the higher ups in the project itself, but also within the company itself, and that's Takashi Iizuka. And it's just like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, you're not a playtester, you're also not an insider. You're just someone faking these leaks. But hey, that's what I think about this. What do you all think? Do you think that someone faking leaks is fun? I mean, do you guys think that these leaks are real? Because I don't. I'll admit I'm very condescending about this, but I mean, it's just, come on guys. But hey, let me know why you might think this is real, you know? And let me know if you want me to do
one of these off-scripted, just ramble about a thing that I found on the internet videos, whether that be about Sonic leaks or anything else. I talk about a lot of things on this channel. Let me know in the comments below, and hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video and want to hear more from the Lyoko Gem, then follow my social medias at Tumblr, Twitter, and Discord, all linked below. But thanks so much for watching, and with all of that being said, this has been the Lyoko Gem, warping out.